This is the briefing for SSM registration, the first assignment of altogether four assignments for this course of UGE 2002 Technopreneurship. And basically, you are to register for a company, and this is a actual company that you're going to register. It's not, a company, a fake company. You will be registered with the Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia. After that, this company will exist until you choose to uh, remove the company. That also need to be done officially. If not, it will stay existing. So remember that. But this is the assignment that is required by the university. So as in making a real company. Uh, One good thing is it's free, therefore does not involve that registration fees of around 60 to 70 ringgit. I'm not sure what is the current fees that is required to be paid if you are not getting the benefit of registering for free for students. Right? Let's go directly to the instruction. Doesn't matter if you're a local student or international student or a non-citizen, it will be 5% and 10 marks for this assignment. Please let me know if you are an international student, you will not be able to have the benefit of registering with SSM simply because you do not have the IC, identity card. You may end up without the certificate and no need to register with the SSM. Just give a little bit on the flowchart of company registration and based on your own country, how it is done in obtaining or registering for company at your own country. As for others who are Malaysian citizens with identity card, doesn't matter what color of the identity card, uh, you can then proceed to go for this category of local student. And you need to identify a company name. Hopefully, you decide on a suitable, easy to remember, easy to recognize by anyone. Just think about it. What will be the most suitable, catchy, or fast to be, pronounced if you put it in your business card. So putting with bin or binti or anak lelaki, anak perempuan is you please consider on the suitability. But for the Chinese student, I think that's not a problem. Yet look into kind of nice name that will be recognized and remembered easily by the customer. And also, what kind of business you are registering, and whether it is going to be a partnership or individual ownership. Later, you'll see partnership also has some limitation if you want to get the FOC free of charge on the registration. Okay, and you need to have a small write-up on step by step and actually taking screenshot. Now we have the handphone enabling you whatever step that you use to in registering with the SSM website, you can just do either a print screen or using your handphone to obtain images of the steps. Okay. I will not be accommodating or supporting of whatever already available PDF file in the SSM website as to accommodate or to help people in the steps. It has to be your own screenshot or snapshot, but not that of a help uh, uh, PDF file, which then you obtain it as a screenshot or you cropped it. It has to be your own one to obtain maximum marks. Okay. And then, very importantly, you must have this certificate. There's going to be a problem in obtaining the certificate because the steps in SSM changes, and of recent step requires you to have an appointment with the officer of SSM. And I was told that you need to in the meeting, it has to be online meeting, say Google Meet or Microsoft Team or any other online meeting with the officer. You have actually need to open your camera and show your identity card, uh, and he or she can view, and only then let you progress to the next step of getting the certificate. So remember that. And to help you with this difficult step that has been introduced, I actually give you more time, up to week 6, from week 1 to week 6. That has been decided from here, the due date to be 24th of November 2022, which is week 6. And this has already been put into the Google Classroom. Your submission is to the Google Classroom and not to the Kalam. And of course, a bit of requirement for the local student, follow this report submission format. You can read about it. And then make sure, most importantly, there is a cover page which has your name and ID, most importantly, and follow the other steps to make the report. Most importantly, the step-by-step company registration, brief explanation, which is accompanied with a snapshot or screenshot, and lastly with the company registration certificate. I'm not sure there are any international students, but yours only minus the company registration certificate, and also more relevant to your country registration for SSM rather than for Malaysia. And let's look at other methods in terms of other attachment that I have already included in the Google Classroom for this assignment. So this one actually that indicates in the SSM website, or already been extracted from the SSM website. I hope it is still free for students of the university that are deciding to register to SSM. But basically, it is as indicated, one student, one company or uh, business registration, that's free. Okay, so only for one company, and there are a few requirements to fulfill for getting this FOC for registration. One is you have to be citizens of Malaysia and also above 18 years old, and I think you fulfill. And if you look at it further, there's also another requirement. If you want to have a sole proprietor, no problem. But if you want to have partnership, say some students have also asked me whether they can be partnership with their parents, father or mother. Looks like if they only allow partnership with another student, if you decide to have partnership with your father, as last year one student did do that, you need to pay the registration fee. Therefore, you don't get the FOC. Okay, and this registration FOC is only for uh, uh, duration of 1 year. You see, every year you need to renew. So be careful. If you want to keep this company, you need to ensure that you pay another sum of 60 to 70 ringgit. I'm not sure exactly. I think I normally pay around 65 ringgit for every year. Okay? So for the registration steps, you can go to this URL. I have updated to the correct URL. There you can register with a new account, and then uh, for the registration purpose, you need your IC uh, as proof that you are a citizen of Malaysia, and then two identity card or metric card for the university, and also this letter from the university that gives you that exemption from paying the registration fees. So let's look at that. Okay. So this is how you can get that student verification letter. This is the student verification letter from our ecom, student ecom site. So how do you get the student verification letter? Just log in the usual manner that you do. Okay. So log in and then select a new application, and then follow the instruction provided, and finally what is your purpose, that is SSM and student confirmation letter. You click it as been shown here, SSM student verification letter, either in English version or Malay version. I'm not sure whether they have the English version, but just follow. Okay. And then you click view, uh, and later actually can print or download it. Okay. I believe this is how it is. This was given by the management for me to brief you. However, as you can see, that was a year ago. I'm not sure whether these similar steps are in place for this year. In fact, I'm not sure whether this FOC for SSM even still stands for current purpose. It all changes, and therefore I have to take a disclaimer in that aspect. But I hope it is still free, and therefore you don't need to pay the registration fees for SSM. Right, that's my briefing. Hopefully it's helpful, and you therefore you can start the SSM process from now itself.